Good morning, brother.
Morning. How are you, man?
Good, bro. How you doing?
Good, good. Long weekend. Uh,
Where you been last stream, bro? I didn't see you.
no, I was not here on Friday. I posted in the chat I had to travel for my daughter gymnastic competition. I was out on Friday and Saturday.
How did she do?
And she did very well, thank God. Yeah, she
Thank
did
God,
very well.
brother. So happy for her.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
I've been watching your thing. Your indicator is pretty cool, man. I like it.
It is, isn't it, bro?
Yeah.
Look at
It's
today's
pretty
trade,
cool.
bro. We opened.
I longed that low last night, honestly, but I got out. I'm waiting for the market to open.
Nice.
Yeah.
You traded in Asia?
Well, I took the trade and like literally almost the low. I got in at 73.80 something because I had my levels too, and I was looking at the market. I was like, nah, they're not gonna do that today. So I took a couple micros and I sold it like at what 73.40, 74.44 from 73.80. It was a nice run.
Beautiful, bro. God damn. You got all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, I did. I pretty much almost like few points away from the bottom. It was extension from your PM. It was like 50% extension down from your PM on ES. And I was like, okay, my level showed okay, and I had other support from Schwab that I saw also, and I was like, okay, take the trade. Like, what is gonna happen?
Yeah.
Because they already flushed like what 50 points when I had that trade. So I was like, okay, if they really flush another 150 points, which usually they get ES 100 points if they really go aggressive, it was gonna be within my risk if I went to sleep and I didn't pay attention. And I slept honestly. I woke up in the morning. I was like, okay, market is doing good. Then I saw another pump and I was like, okay. And then I saw you posted a message like, okay, we're hitting 360. So I looked at NQ, was like, we're far from 360. It's like, okay, hold the trade.
Honestly, bro, look.
I was trying to get out honestly, but I was like, you know what? Let's let it play.
It was insane. As soon as we hit this level sweep and I saw it close above, I was like, we're going straight to 360. And then like, I went to pee and literally these are 3 minute candles. So after literally 3 candles, we're at 360. It was insane.
So you're short at the moment?
I'm attempting a really like a classic short, right? A classic short. Anticipating a sweep, but we did not really. I thought we were gonna get a charge here, we didn't. But I think we'll get a drop to the NWAG, at least to the NWAG.
Yeah, I see that.
We do have a breaker. We do have. We ditched that end dog. We did hit the target. We did leave a nice 2022 model back into the Fiji. So not the best entry, but I think since market open is gonna open, I think we might get a little dumpy down straight to the NWAG, and then from there we can resume our way up. But by that time we should be out.
Yeah. You said you bought 20 accounts?
Yeah.
What was that? Like Apex?
Yeah, I bought Apex, but I'm just gonna try it because I've never did 20 accounts before. I'll be also doing 11 Bodonox, and I'll be doing 5 Tradeify, and I don't know, I can't do top step because it's banned back. Yeah, I think maybe liquid too, but I think we're gonna step up the game a little bit. We're still gonna go for 200 bucks runs back. See if we can pass the accounts today.
Let's do this.
I did a huge trade here.
Oh, so you almost got the bottom too.
I mean, technically,
close to the bottom.
Just before the pump.
Nice.
Just before the pump. But I was not expecting it to go that high, straight to London high. I was not expecting to go straight to London high. Alright, so we're slowly pushing our way back up. We started the stream early. Hey Kaneo, I might put you guys in here. I like everybody to have the opportunity to speak. What up, Elcrack? Elcrack had a great trade today. He motivated me to take this trade afterwards, but Look at today's trade guy with the indicator, with the new indicator. So we opened.
So another question is, are you using the time of the indicator, like those sessions, or are you using your own sessions, like the one we had? This is the one that part got me confused a little bit.
Using both, bro. Because I can't
Okay.
decide which one. They're both good.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we opened. We dumped straight to manipulation zone. So our sweep zone. We swept it. We got a charge. We took the charge and we go straight to the target. That's the same trade El Crack took it. Like, kudos to him because he learned something and he went and applied it. Right. He didn't need to pussy out. He didn't need to be like, okay, let me just try one more. He just gave it a shot and it worked. So that will give him the confidence boost that try next time, right? Last week we had all wins with it, thank God. But again, with just reasonable risk, a risk that will not blow your account, it's just very sensible, right? So keep your $200 maximum risk, and go for the moon, right? Like these trades are actually, they're huge, right? They're literally huge. These are 100 points. These are 100 points. So even you take it with one micro, you would get $200 with one micro, literally. Two micros for $100, 1 mini you would make 2K. So as you expand your targeting system, your risk must stay the same, right? So we're getting that charge finally. 5 minutes, 4 minutes before market open. So if it's dumping before market open will probably push it up. But hopefully we'll just touch that level. And this is, and then we may be starting to resume up. I wanted to have that entry inside the safe VG. I was looking actually just inside this breaker block, but I was turning on the stream and I just entered this exactly on the stream, like literally when I started the stream. So at 6:19. We're getting that charge, but again, the stop loss is too wide. I don't really like it. Really bad risk to reward, but again, that's why I'm trying to move my stop loss down. But since I have the TP, the stop loss on there, I couldn't grab it. So let's put OTE on. Let's revise our stop loss a little bit. So we got OTE here. We got mental stop loss if body close above. We got rejection block, we got midpoint of that wick. So we technically have to keep our stop loss above here, right? You can also put it above this breaker block too. We got end dog, but we touched the end dog again. So I think it's very reasonable to come back to that end dog. So this is how it's gonna go from now on. Hey Derby, I will be taking trades. Maybe just put a P&L to like this, like say where I'm gonna be entering, for example, and targeting with no trade on. But or maybe I can just put a small position on this account and on the background, because I'm gonna be using my Windows so I can copy trade, replicant and check. I'll be copying those trades with maybe heavier size, but I will not disclose that till the end, right? So you guys are free to do how you like. This way I don't have to limit you guys for just 3 micros, and I don't have to force you guys for 3 minis. But pretty much the same trades we're going to be taking. So if we're successful with $200, then we can be successful with 2K, right? But I don't want to hold that responsibility. But whatever trade I take, it will be taken on those 20 accounts as well. So we're getting that little dumpy, we're getting brought back up, we're getting that dumpy, we're getting brought back up. So this was a really nice bearish signature, but I don't like that we have a wick here. So when you got a wick like that and a wick like that and start going down, instead of expecting this wick to become manipulation, and I'm running out of charge, I expect it to actually continue going down, right? If we just wick down and then went up and then we come back to test the midpoint of this wick, then we can continue to go back up. So this is a really disastrous candle. I don't see too much consistency with it, but based on what I observed from before, this is that's the potential scenario that's gonna play out. Hopefully, God willing, that will happen. But our target is very reasonable. Our stop loss is pretty far away. I know. Don't judge me for that. But I have a lot of PD arrays on the way. If I see them getting cracked one by one, I'll start to get off the position prematurely. Okay. but we got 40 seconds till market open. Hopefully we'll hit that. If we do not hit it by market open, I think we're gonna get a push up, and then we're gonna start slowly making our way back to the NWAG by the end. So I don't really think it's really good to hold the trade through market open. But hopefully we'll get that trade. Hopefully. All right. So we're very close to our target. Market is gonna about to open. You're gonna expect manipulation away from your target, even though it feels so close. That's something. That's when I'm most vulnerable, right? Hopefully we can get it in the next 6 seconds. Maybe we can go to break even. I'm not really sure. Let's go to break even. There we go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. All right, get me out. Get me out. Let's go. All right, beautiful. Oh. Okay, that was good. That was good. That was a nice 100 tick, so that was about 30 points. That was about 30 points. It went, of course, 50 points. Easy peasy. So, safe to say, we have passed 20 accounts. God damn, I need to get my charger 1 sec. I am a little bit, how can I say, I'm a bit anxious because it's the first time me ever copy trading. Like, I have never copy traded before. Maybe I copy traded 3 accounts before and I got payout. Went back when we started with the Elite Trader funding. They had the beast challenges. They gave us three free accounts. We took them and we just copy traded. We passed them, we copy traded, and I think I got 2 out of them payout. I think I got all of them to payout stage, but the last account, I think we needed 3k. We got 3k on both of them, but one of them got 2900 something. I don't know, because of the spread. So then I tried to trade that account manually after securing the other 2 payouts, and unfortunately the same day I blew it. So I was literally like $80 away from getting a 3rd payout. So that was a really good experience, but I don't know. Copy trading, you need to be on like Windows, you need to get Replicanto, you need to get other farms. I don't trust the other farms, they suck because we made the engine. I believe our engine is way more sophisticated than theirs, and there's just so many issues with them. But Replicanto seems the best deal out there. I don't know, maybe we'll make our own. Maybe we'll make our own copy trader, right? But right now I'm just using the most convenient way. Not convenient, the most commercial way. Yeah. And there we go. Good morning, guys. I see a lot of people in here. Guy, let me just put you back up. How was your trip, Guy? I'm gonna invite all of you. You guys want to speak, you can. I don't like just speaking on myself, so that was a beautiful short, guys. That was a beautiful short. Unfortunately, I did not have standard deviations, right? We hit 1 standard deviation, but that's not really 1 standard deviation. So we got high, higher, high, lower, low. If this wick right here was a little bit like 2 ticks below, we could have put our standard deviation on, and I would have told you guys, hey, instead of targeting this NWAG, we can target this, right? Because always our targets are first standard deviations, then NWAGs and NDOGs, and then key levels, such as if we have any previous daily, for example, previous weekly high, and that sweep level is that. But look at this, guys. We went to our target, we're done, right? We're done with distribution. Now we're just flipping back the scenario, right? That was my first confluence. My second confluence was that we got a breaker block. Third, we got a charge. Fourth, we got a nice 22 model, like the very classic. Plus, we touched that NDOG. And we got a very close TP, very close TP. When you see a very close TP to you, it's safe to take, not really safe, but it's safer to take trades somewhere around there, because it's just easier to hit something that's closer to you than farther away, right? We still have previous weekly mid and that sweep level, and of course London highs, but pretty much we just wanted 30 points. We got the 30 points. Right now we just dumped literally 100 points, right? Just earlier, just give you guys a little bit brief, I had this trade here, so made 1700 on here and I made 1300 on here. No, I think I made 2k on here, 2k on here and 1700 on here. So we passed 20 accounts. I'll show you guys the PNL in a sec. But the trade that today you guys could have traded with our new indicator, and that is basically we opened and Elcrack took it. So shout out to Elcrack. I was not awake for that. I was at work. Sorry, I was awake, but I was at work. Opened. We manipulated to the sweep level. Right. Then you got the charge. You got the charge right here. He took it. And of course he went towards the target. He took TP1 at the sweep level. He took TP1 here. And he held all the way for a nice trade, right? Now you could have turtle soup this as well. Exactly at the level. But I don't recommend that. I recommend you guys get a charge if you're just a beginner. But if you have confidence, like if you just want to utilize other stuff like change state of delivery here, this order block, this inversion of this FVG, whatever the case you guys want, you guys can actually take it. But he just went with the simple, and the one I recommend is literally sweep and a charge. Just basically just like our sweep strategy, but we're doing it based on algorithmic levels, right? Not just sessions. Of course, this is much stronger if you do have a session sweep. So we also got the sweep strategy. Now we go back to the sweep strategy before we resume trading. London swept premium session high. We got a charge. Sorry, the charge did not sweep yet. This is a charge before we swept. We swept on this blue dot. After this dot, so we took Asia high. We got a charge. So you could have took that short as well. Targeting. What did I teach you guys always? Always, your first TP is you got high, higher, low, low. So you got a breaker block. So if you got a breaker block, you almost instantaneously have standard deviation. So from that manipulating high to the only swing low between these swing highs, you get standard deviations. Your first TP would be this, and maximum TP would be 2 standard deviation. You can see how it came. And the reason why we have 1 and 1 here standard deviation, but we have 2 and 2.5 is because 1 is very accurate, but 2 to 2.5 is a reversal zone, so it's gonna allow, you're gonna need it to, you're gonna allow it some time. It's not time, you're gonna allow it some wicking into this area to prepare for a reversal, and you got that reversal right there. So we keep 2 to 2.5 is our reversal zones. This is religious area we never ever fight. Okay, you can see it go back here. Now we just pushed up. So when I saw this and we saw, that's why I took that long right here. I took this long right here and I got out literally at the highest. Okay, but that was on my own. But I'm explaining you guys the theory here, but this is not a new theory. We always talk about it, right? Of course, you got other TPs if you put on this. Now that you got standard deviation, your second TP becomes this NWAG, so you could have took partial here, and the third TP would be any previous level. So we got weekly open, we got previous daily low. So you got TP1, the NWAG, then you got TP2, the weekly open, then you got TP3, the TP1 is the always the standard deviation, then second TP is your NWAGs, but they came before, so you have to take that anyway. And then you got the levels, weekly levels and previous daily low, eventually hitting to 2.5. I don't want you guys to be holding to 2.5 because actually speaking, literally speaking, you're going to be risking on this trade $200. So you're going to be maximum of like 2 to 4 micros. So you'll be out before the 2.5. All right. This is a structure you always see, right? We trade this on the market every single day. And just back here, you can see previous weekly mid has been hit. So our nice trade has been, we got all the targets we want. Let me just go back a little bit so I don't have to redraw everything. Just a second. This is, I know it's giving me a headache. There we go. Right. So this is a short we took, guys. We took a short right here. Really bad entry in my honest opinion. We could have entered at that breaker block, we could have entered that VG, but since it was just a really tiny trade for $200, 2k on the 20 accounts, passing them, and on this funded already 200, getting out 200. Our TP was NWAG, second TP was the 1 standard deviation, but that didn't really count because that's not really a swing low. We got high, higher high, lower low, so manipulating high to the only swing low below. Between these two highs we do not have one, so I couldn't put that TP on. I only had NWAG, and that's why I hit NWAG and I got out, even though I know that we got previous weekly mid, etc, but that's it. I had to figure it out, because whatever you preach, guys, you have to do. If you don't have a targeting system, don't make something up. Simply don't make something up. Don't make a target. Good new faces today, Dippy. Glad to see you, Mr. Garlic, the Prophet Guru guy, and all the others in here. Good to see you guys. So pretty much this is a really nice trade, but I don't have targeting, so I had to get out at the earliest one. We can see it's just literally Very, very fantastic. So our level, that's very, very magnificent level, that our target level, you can see how it just pumped all the way up there and reversed. And the low of the day in London was pretty much after we swept. We swept, we went straight to target, right? Here we resumed straight to the target, right? We didn't get a chosh on the sweep, so we're expecting it to go up. Now, how can you use them both? Like, how can you use both, right? Here we just opened, we swept the level, we got chosh, and we just go for the target. Why? Because the target here is very close. It's very close, or actually it's exactly at the weekly open, NWAG, and our own target, right? So you can expect that that's a really good target, right? Whereas here we have nothing here. Up down here, we opened for that. So then second session, the new aim session, opened, and we just blasted right here. We just blasted straight up, right? So we blasted straight up. Here we got a sweep. So I don't expect us to sweep here, get a chosh and go down. I wrote in the chat that, in the private chat and on the main chat, I said we're gonna go to 360, and just momentarily we went to 360. Let me explain to you guys why. Here you can see it just pumped straight up above the sweep, and we got that NWAG, we got that key level, we got that previous weekly high, previous weekly mid, and we got another end dog up here. So the price is likely to go to these levels, right? And of course our level in there. So I wouldn't be expecting a reversal. So here now you can differentiate between a reversal, a potential reversal, and a potential continuation, right? Something we were never able to do before. Many years of trading, we were never able to do. We're just waiting for a reversal. So right here, once the market going up, we're waiting for a chosh, but we've seen the market go up. We took benefit of that, right? Here you see the target is very far away. Not very far away. It doesn't need to be very far away. In fact, we're targeting very far away targets nowadays. What I'm saying is it's far away from these TPs. So this one's very close to these. So you can expect it to go straight to target, straight to distribution without manipulation, without sweeping. Okay. By the way, we took the short, the confirmed short. So and now a normal sweep charge. After we took the target, now that distribution cycle for this session, in my honest opinion, is done over. So we're gonna either get consolidation, we're gonna get a retracement down to this NWAG, or we're gonna get a full-on reversal. So either of these three scenarios, the potential of the likelihood of hitting the NWAG is very high, because if we get a retracement, we're gonna hit the NWAG. If we get a reversal, we're gonna hit the NWAG. If we get consolidation, we are bound to do something like this, right? Eventually hitting the NWAG. So that was a really high quality trade, in my opinion. We didn't need to catch the whole thing, because again, we are reversal traders. Okay. But it's dumping more. I don't know if you guys are still holding. Now let me see. Debbie says, "Good morning, guys. It's my first live here. I'm new in general, so I hope I can learn a lot with you. Good to see you, brother. Glad you're here, and hope you'll use this experience to hit all your goals." Okay. So you can see it's still dumping, right? We could have held that trade. It was a really wonderful trade. We literally got in right here, and now it's literally about 200 points, 160 points, going back all the way back to the open. Okay. So after we hit the targets, look, this is a rule. After we hit targets, we are no longer looking for continuations, right? So if we're pumping to a target, if we pump towards our longs target, after that point, once it touches it, I am no longer looking for highs, right? That's a rule you should put. Now we're dumping very aggressively. Where do you guys think it's gonna go? It's gonna go to this NWAG, right? We got open. Open is just not a really random level. It's 830 open. So this is a key level. If I put this indicator on, you'll see it will draw a line for you at 830. It's a very, very key level. It's stronger than 930 open level, and it's just slightly less stronger than the midnight open, right? But again, no need to confuse all your charts. You just need to toggle these indicators. These are free indicators. You just need to toggle and see where you are in price. So let's say you open the market, you open the chart right now, right? You missed on the long, you missed on the long here, you missed on the short here. What do you do, right? Well, you see that we hit the target. So we're done with distribution to the upside, right? We're dumping through, cutting through these NWAGs. Nice. We just hit London highs, right? Let me turn off the indicators here. We just swept London highs. We got a chosh, right? We're slightly dumping very fast. So we're going to go to C to this N1. So we can see that it's run. I was gonna take that trade with you guys now, but I'm explaining. We're gonna go to this N1, right? Eventually a weekly open maybe and that N log and maybe previous daily low and maybe go over towards our maximum TP for the shorts. But I don't play like that. I don't play both sides of the market. Okay. So we're definitely gonna hit it. There we go. Okay. So it is a bit attenuating that you caught the high, you got a really nice exit for 30 points, but you missed out on a literally 200-point move. It is absolutely fine. We caught 100 points when I called it in the chat. We caught it, right? I pinged you guys in the chat. You guys see that. We went straight to target. That was 162 points. The trade L crack took, that was again 95 points. That short here is 30 points, right? So start slowly. Always keep your risk $200. Grab one, grab 30 points, see if it works. Grab 40 points, see if it works. Grab 50 points, and then eventually extend your TPs. But always your risk never changes. Your $200 never changes, right? Only reason I took 3 micros here is because I did not want to risk more than $200. But I was gonna put a mini on, and I did on my 20 accounts. I'm up 3,700 on each of them. If there's ever place to learn, it's here. Thank you very, very much, brother. I love these nice words. Appreciate you. Makes me happy. So now look, guys. When you open this chart and see it, it's it's just filled with stuff, right? All of these are good stuff. All of these are good stuff. You don't need to put any more. Let me just go ahead and remove these things because they are really take space too. You can get rid of the shisha indicator. There we go. Now what do you guys think? We've got NWOG, we've got NWOG. So it's very likely that we're going to play with these two levels like this. With probably a wick into weekly open, previous days low. But pretty much, guys, I tried to catch the high for you guys and we were able to. But pretty much now it's really in a really bad zone, right? It's a really bad zone to get in to find a trade here. But we're going to try. Going forward, guys, I'm going to be trading these 20 accounts with you guys. So past them, I'll have to pay like, I don't know how much the activation fee for Apex. I haven't used them since 2020, I think. It's been 6 years. 2021, I think, last, or 2023. Yeah, 2023 is the last time. I haven't used them in 3.5 years. But we're back with them. If you guys got firms, I can grab some as well. So it's time to step up our game. I'll still be risking $200, but whatever, we make $200, right? Every stream, thank God, we make $200, right? If we times it by 10 accounts, that's 2K. Times it by 20 accounts, that's 4K. Making the bare minimum, right? For a payout, you get 40K. So I'm gonna attempt that. I'm not really a fan of doing so, and I recommend Bolinox for this, not Apex, because their rules can prevent you from a payout. But Bolinox, you can get 11 accounts. ETF, you can get, I think, 20 accounts too. These two firms, I don't know, I didn't get from ETF yet because I think they reduced it to 5 or 10, I'm not sure, but I didn't have time to investigate. But I'll get 10 accounts from them, or the maximum they have today. Yeah, since we're gonna be making our 200, like today we just make $200 and we call it a day, might as well do on 20 accounts, right? So there we go, we just hit that weekly open to the tick. That's it, guys. Without having these free tools on, you don't know what's going on. You see the market open pumped like this. This is very bullish structure. This is a trend, right? We pumped this place, we came back retraced, held for retracement, before restructure, and we pushed it back up, right? So we should resume. Why are we dumping? Well, one, we hit our target for distribution. The market, based on an indicator, the past of every New York AM session, throughout every New York AM session, we hit. The market distributed to this target and this target. It left the low of the day around this area and this area. Okay, left the low of the day and the high of the day. Okay, so that's just based on historics. Then if you look on the sweep strategy, we swept previous session high, so we're looking for a charge, bearish charge, to get us back down, right? Because Sweeping a high liquidity pool, that's 25% chance the market's going to reverse. Getting a charge, that's another 25% chance the market's going to reverse. And if you get a charge, sorry, of an FEG, that's another 25% chance it's going to reverse. Okay. What else is there? Based on ICT algorithmic levels, we got NWOG, we hit it. NWOG's our weekly level, so our weekly target. We got NDOG, which is our weekly target, daily targets too. So all the reason to know that we're going to be going down. And if we do go now, where we're going to be going? It's just simple like that. I'm not looking at both sides of the market. I'm looking where I'm entering. When we were here, I saw our targets, I saw our opportunity to get in, our charge. We hit distribution, so it's all in our favor. Now I just need to target. The targets are pretty much the opposite. You got previous weekly open mid, you got weekly open, you got this NWOG, you got this NDOG, and you got this NDOG. And that's it. And you got 8:30 open. So no matter when you open the chart, look where you are right now. So we open the chart right now. Where are we in the market? Right now I look naked. I don't know where we are. So I turn this on, I see, okay, we're at 8:30 open, we just manipulated that sweep level. It's a very highly chance that we leave the low of the day around the sweep level. You can see how it's reacting there. We see that we got NWOG, nice. We got NWOG, we got NDOG, nice. What else do we have? We got spaceman key levels, we got weekly open and previous daily low, nice, and previous weekly mid, nice. So now if I'm looking for longs, I instantly now know if I'm looking for longs, if I'm a long trader, I'm gonna be targeting this level. If I'm looking for shorts, I'm gonna be targeting weekly open and that previous daily low, right? So I already have an idea of what to do, and it only took me 10 seconds, right? Even though I was delayed for the pump, delayed for the dump, I already in place. I'm ready to start trading. I'm not in the market to do technical analysis, okay? That's done. There's no time for technical analysis in trading, okay? I'm sorry. You just need to know where you are, what we did, okay? Now we know what we are. We know where we're going, but do we know what we did? Yes, we can see that we hit our distribution. So we done finish distributing. Okay, we did sweep liquidity off London, right? So we should be looking for downsides. So 3 things: know where we came from, know what we're doing right now, and know where we're potentially gonna go. And now, based on your strategy or based on how you'd like to enter, that will be your reason. So someone would say, I'm gonna invest this FEG and I'm gonna go long, right? Someone say, I'm gonna touch that rejection block, I'm gonna go long. Someone might say, I'm gonna wait for a retracement, OT retracement, and then invest a bullish FEG and go towards the downside. That's completely up to you, okay? However, you can trade both. You can trade both. So you can invest that and target that weekly open mid. Maybe you can long to that weekly mid, and then you can look for a short towards that previous daily low. That's completely feasible trading. That's how I personally trade. That's how I've traded with you guys for the past many years, 4 or 5 years. But it requires very fast trading. It's just too strenuous on the body. It's just too, for the viewers, it's just too stressful environment. Like, I won one, am I gonna win the other one? So it's just better taking 100-point trades from now on. That's what we did last week, which we've never did before. The week before last week, we were looking for 20-point scalps, 10-point scalps, 40-point scalp, high reward, high risk, right? And even with that, we were able to get 164 winning days, 164 streams in a row. But now, it's better to get 100 points. So you can see that once we hit our levels, we're able to get 200 points. Once we hit our level, we're about to get 100 points. And this Asia, we opened, we did not get a chosh on the sweep, we went straight to the target. But on Friday, so this last session we had, Friday we swept, we got a chosh, and we target that thing. You can see that even our time and price, it's the reason it's called time and price. Between 2 p.m. and 2:06, we expect the manipulation to be done. Where do you see the market hit? 2:06 is the highest candle there. That's not magic. It's magic, right? We hit it. We're done with manipulation. We get a chosh, and now we can start distributing towards our target. And just about then is when we ended the day, right? This was 4 o'clock. Just before that, we manipulate where we're gonna go, straight to the target. Again, what did we do? This time, it was just like today's AM session. We opened, we went straight to target. We never got chosh. Here, we open, we went straight to TP. But in London, we manipulated and went straight to TP. Here's a continuation. Here's a reversal. Here's a continuation. You guys take a screenshot of this on your own chart and study the difference. Manipulation, you wait for a charge, you go for distribution. Here we opened with distributing candle. We straight went up, straight up, right? We never got a choice, so you cannot call this a reversal. We're just going up. So instead of waiting, you can find any long opportunity here, any candle, take it and go grab towards that target, because it's going to be continuing towards it. And if you have the other goodies like the NWAG, we got NWAG here and we got NDOG there. Nice. Do we got anything else? No, we got our target. So it's the more the merrier, the more the better. So you can just put on a trade, no technical analysis. We're going to be straight distributing. This is a continuation distribution. So these terms you never hear before because they don't exist, right? ICT says you cannot go from manipulate this from opening, from accumulation to distribution. You have to. There's a cycle, right? And I don't understand that cycle, but you can see it clearly here that it does, and it's maybe something he doesn't want to teach, but this stuff that works out every time. There you go. We hit previous weekly mid. We touched our sweep level. We got previous weekly mid. You could have took that inversion, took the previous weekly mid, and maybe continue going back up.
Yeah, I longed that drop 74.20 on the New York Open based off your level.
Nice.
And ES is stronger.
Let's see.
So I don't know if
ES
EQ is going to catch up or ES is going to dump again.
ES, same scenario. We hit the target, we dump back straight to open. We go back straight to previous weekly mid and target on the same level. That's why you say continuation towards it. You're not going to expect reversals, right?
NQ is lagging from that pump, but we got some news also from that Iran thing.
Yeah, look at that level, guys. This is insane. This is insane. When you see two of these together, you might expect a full V reversal, right? Not like a realistic reversal like this, where you just accumulate, manipulate, distribute. You just see a V-shaped reversal because it's these two both on their own, they're really strong. Together makes it incredible. Now, would I go target the target? No, I will only hit a sweep. For example, I will only hit a sweep level, get a short and target the target and hit and go long towards the target. That's it. If I want to play continuation, I'll play it. I don't want you guys to play the continuations right now. I want you guys to focus on the reversal. So you would skip this trade entirely. And the third scenario is after we hit the target, you'll be looking for shorts. So look here, guys. Between 224 and 246, we expect the low of the session to happen. What do you see? Between 224 and 246, that was the low of London. That was low of London. We expect manipulation to end. We did not get a single manipulation there. What do I mean by that? I also mean that we will not manipulate anymore after this point. We're going to end the distribution by 413 to 421. We should hit our target, and its distribution should end by that time, between 413 and 421. You can see by after after this time, we're done. So I'm no longer looking for longs, and that's why you see the market slightly die off. But you can see this is very accurate price-wise, very accurate target-wise, time-wise. Okay. And the third scenario is once you hit the distribution, once we hit the target, we're done. You can be looking for a nice reversal because we shouldn't be looking. We just wait for a charge, and you just call it a day. For example, here once we hit the target, we're done. We should be looking for a charge for a nice little reversal, and that is, you got the charge right there. You could have took that. You could have took this, and you had a nice little bit run down. You can combine it with the sweep strategy, so you can see sweep. So there's so many tools. All converge on the same thing, right? Two indicators for targeting, NWAG and the spaceman. These two indicators is for targeting. This is for knowing what time of the day, and what time we're gonna reverse, what time we're gonna hit our target, and where to expect a reversal and where to expect a target. where to expect a manipulation and where to expect a distribution to go to. Sweep strategy is to tell you the bias, the session bias, and entry. So you can see London, so previous session high. I am now instantly, my bias is bearish. What's my drawn liquidity? My drawn liquidity is either of these two indicators, the sweep man and the NWAG NDOG. Okay, that's it. Any questions so far, guys? Okay. I need you guys to join market open right away. Before that, like I started the stream at 9:20, just 10 minutes before market open. I need you guys to be around in by that time, because if we have a trade on, I want you guys to be participating in it. Right. So we took that trade 9:19 or 9:20. 9:19, yeah. You could have had that trade, you could have caught this nice, beautiful, very beautiful 240 points. We're still going down. So what did I tell you guys? Those who want a long, they can invest this and target the previous weekly mid. Those who want a short, they can short their previous weekly mid and go to weekly open and maybe previous day low. Another person can long to this, close their longs and go short. There's opportunity for anybody to make money in the market. It's just up to you. It's easier to trade our levels than it is to trade between two pertinent levels where both of them may do their work, both of them may reverse the market or they may not. This was also, guys, you can see just by this, train your eye. When you see it just go up like this and start dumping, it means it hit OTE. See? You see? So that's perfect place to go short. But I don't take such trades anymore. I took them with you guys for 4 years on stream, every single stream. Of course, stop loss above the 0.79. That's it. That's it. Okay. There you go. You got your inversion right there, and you got a BPR. This is now a bearish BPR. I'm gonna turn off. Give me a sec. I'm gonna turn off my 20 accounts because they're past now. Let's continue trading this account. You can find an entry here in this BPR and short towards this, and partial here, partial here. Okay, if it gives it to us. But you see, long to previous weekly mid for the longers, invest this, short to this, turtle to previous weekly mid or the OTE or an inversion. If you get a nice retracement back up, you can grab it and see if we can get previous day low. It is completely up to you. We need some music in here. I still don't know how to put music on. Yo, this is like art for real, for real. It is art, bro, but art doesn't make you money. This market makes you money. So, you can be the best technical analyst in the market. You can name everything: inversion, breaker block, displacement, 2022 model, 2022 model, FVG, retracement, OTE, taking swing high, support and resistance. You can draw really a lot of stuff on here, but that doesn't make you money. And in fact, it makes you lose more money than actually making money. What you need on the chart is 3 things: standard deviations, OTE, and these levels. Those are stuff you need on the chart almost the time. Okay, from ICT you need OTE, standard deviations. That's what you need. From us, you need a sweep strategy and time and price levels on timings. For targeting, you need NWAG and key levels. That's it. So you need 2 things from each person. those I don't know, 6 things. Those 6 things, you will be still using them 6 years from now. You don't need to add anything to them. You don't need to change them. You don't need to readjust them. You don't need to change the settings. They are plotted for you automatically. Okay. So if we do get opportunity here, I might take it. If he gives it to me, and I'll try to see if I can. Whoa, that's 300. That's 75 points. Jeez. Oh, that's 120 points. Okay. Damn, our stop loss is gonna be a little bit heavy though. Maybe 2 micros. Maybe 2 micros, right? Our latest stop loss has to be above here. 300 times 1.5. 292 times 1.5 is 434 bucks. God damn. Hell no, 2 micros, that is. 2 micros would be risking 300 bucks. It won't let me change it, does it? But basically, this would be our trade. TP1 here, TP2 here. It gives us 2, but every candle is like 100 points. God. Good lord. Oh. El Crack, I got the short from the sweep. Let's go, brother. There we go. We hit weekly open, guys. I'm sorry. We hit our TP. Investors for the longs, investors. Once you know where we are in the market, you will see so many entry opportunities. It's up to you, right? But without having these on, what are you gonna do? You were long here, now you're short here, now you're long here, now you're short here. I doubt that. I honestly doubt that. I think you were short here, you got a pump against you, now you're going long, then it's going against you, then you go short, then you're going against you, now you're going long, going against you, now finally maybe cash it, maybe not. Then you start to hold longer, you wait for a stop loss below this, you go stopped out, now you're looking for shorts, now we're getting against you. Then you're going to go long again, then you're going against you, now you're going short, now you're going against you. If you see it like this, it's incredibly devastating. But with literally 10 seconds, we turn this on. Sweep strategy. Okay, nuke AM swept previous session high. We're going down. Nice. So we took the latest liquidity pool we took is the high. So we're looking for downside. Next, where are we right now? That's what we did. What the market did. That's step 1. Now what are we doing right now? We check. Nice. We are bouncing from weekly open. Nice. Great. Step 3. Where are we gonna go? Very easy. Very easy. There's nothing else on the chart. Previous weekly mid. It's the closest thing to us. It's the closest thing to us, right? If we were going short, if the market was going down, where would we be going? Previous daily low. It's the closest thing to us, okay? So no matter what time you go on the chart, no matter what time you start trading, it does not matter, okay? You don't need to be at 9:30 a.m. every single day, but please do so to be in our stream because you're here trading opportunity. I'm talking about market-wise. Okay? Once you have these 3 in mind, nobody teaches you how to do these things. Every strategy says, guys, first we're gonna get a higher time frame order flow. Then we're gonna get change the structure on the higher time frame. Then we're gonna wait for like a weekly FVG to hit, and then we're gonna drop to the 1 hour and see a market structure shift. Then we're gonna drop to the 15 minute and see if we got an order block. And then we're gonna go to the 1 minute 30 seconds and find like a change state of delivery and then like a SMT. And then we're gonna get with OTA or retracement, and then we're gonna go for an inversion, IFVG, and they're gonna take the trade. That's so many variables, bro. Life is not that. It's not textbook, right? You'll get most of these trades without that higher time frame stuff. And when you wait for the higher time frame stuff and it plays out exactly textbook, it won't play out. You're gonna get stopped out, and you start judging yourself. You don't need those stuff. You need to be realistic. Where we came from, what are we doing on this instant, and where are we likely to go next, okay? I'm not telling you we're gonna go next to this swing high. Why would I say that? Maybe we will go there. Maybe biases for the whole week is bullish and we might go to this high. But that's not where we are. Maybe not even this high. We are right here. So my TP is this. Once we hit our TP, I'll put back the break even. I'll start trailing maybe to second rejection blocks TP2. Then midpoint of that wick TP3. Then that swing high TP4. Then I got midpoint of this wick, that's TP5. And then TP6 is that swing high, and then TP7 is that swing high, and then TP8 is that rejection block, and TP9 is that midpoint of that wick, and then TP10 is that swing high. So I can put a trade on and put one TP there. There's 10 different areas that will reject my trade and dump it like a motherfucker. Excuse my French, right? There's 10 different roadblocks. You're drunk, you're going on the road. There's 10 different police roadblocks, right? You might skip the first one, you might be lucky on the second one, but they're gonna call their friends and the other patrols, and they're gonna tell you, stop this guy with the white car, right? And like XXX number plates. So take partials, find what's closest to you. Previous weekly mid, yes, you might have took a trade that's like, I don't know, from here to here. We could have made you, that's 120 points. But let's say you took somewhere from here. Maybe you took a trade for 50 points and you missed out on 200 points, right? Like I did. I took 30 points here, even though we missed out on 200 points. We called out the whole move. But I'm confident that this made me money. This from here to here may or may not have got me money. Okay. You can do this from here to here consistently out of 10 trading days. You can do this 10 out of 10. But you cannot do this 10 out of 10. You might get once lucky, 2 lucky, 3 lucky, and then on the 4th time you might blow your account. So is it making $200 10 times a day, 10 times for 10 days, making $200 for 10 days, so that's 2K. Is it better than making 10K on day 1 and then second day blowing your account? Because you still have to do 4 days of minimum days to pass your account, to get a payout, for example, Top Step, or like Elite Trader Fund, or like Bolinux, or like Traderify, or whatever, Alpha or Lucid. No, there you go, TP hit, previous weekly mid. We wanted a short towards previous weekly open, go break even and try to target previous daily low. Then we pushed up. So see, just repeat this, turn everything off, turn them back on and see where we are. Imagine it's a fresh trade. Don't hold it to the trends. Imagine it's the first thing. You turn us where we came from. Nice. We swept. London high. We're going down. Nice. Okay. Then what are we doing? Where are we right now? Previous weekly mid. Nice. We just rejecting from. Nice. What else do we have? Oh, we got NWOG very close by. Nice. Where can we go to? Nice. This NWOG weekly open, previous daily low. Nice. Where would I enter? I can either enter previous weekly mid, or I can take it a step up. I see that we got rejection block and we got NWOG and previous weekly mid. So I can draw a whole box around this area and say this is my shorting zone. Right? And you can take that frame and hope to continue that trend down, because the session bias is bearish. I hope this was useful, guys. I know I repeated the same thing 3 times, but we repeated the same thing 3 times and we took 3 trades with that, all worked out. So is that something that worth repeating 3 times? In my honest opinion, it is. And don't worry, guys, I'm streaming for you guys daily free. You guys will be able to see this in real time. You guys will be able to you have the opportunity to see this in real time, trade it with me. If you didn't understand it today, you'll try to understand it tomorrow. I'm pretty sure we can repeat the same thing every single time. So after watching it, after 2-3 streams, you are so good that you don't even have to join the streams. But I don't want you guys to do that. I want you guys to join because it's better trading with people, right? Appreciate you, Kinato. And the Prophet Guru, what would you like me to repeat exactly? And why don't you have a role? Lebanese guy, Kinato, do you guys have any questions? Look, Elcrack learned this thing, the time and price thing yesterday. He was asking.
I did that the same this morning, Luke.
Nice.
Yeah, it was textbook this morning. It just went straight for the first manipulation point, and then straight away it started going back up. And the interesting thing for me this morning was, remember when you said whenever it distributes, you can actually trail the lows that are formed. Like, I don't know what to use that word for. You trail the candles basically, and it never reverses, and that's exactly what I did. I just trailed the candles, and it didn't reverse. But again, I have to be honest with myself. I chickened out after 200 ticks as usual.
Bro, it's fine, bro. It's fine. I'm teaching this stuff. Look at me, guys. I'm teaching this stuff, right? You guys are applying it, but I myself, I'm looking for $200 too because it's paying me. I know it may not be like, it might not buy you a Ferrari, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Trading will not buy you a Ferrari. Trading will not buy you a Lambo. Trading will not buy you a $3 million house. Okay. All these gurus, they do not. You cannot make that money from trading. Okay. You can maybe, if you're lucky, you can get a 40k payout, right? By what? Like I'm starting to do this right now. I got 20 accounts. I'm gonna be making 200 a day, and hopefully by 10 days, 2 weeks, I'll be able to get a 40k payout, right? That's if you can do that 2-3 times, then yes, you may be able to buy that. But the likelihood of that happening is very low because 20 accounts is costly, bro. It's costly. 20 accounts. You're gonna pay so much money. You're gonna pay like 1,500, 2k, and imagine we got lucky today. Not lucky, but today, thank God, we're able to pass 20 accounts in one go. 20 accounts in one go is very hard. Most people will blow these 20 accounts at least 10 times, and then finally pass them, and then they'll blow 10 times. They'll blow 20 funded accounts 10 times in the funded stage. And then eventually, if they're lucky, they'll get that payout. Yes, they'll get a 40k payout, but they just spent, if they spent, I don't know, 2k for the evals, 5 times that's 10k, then you activate the fees, right? You pass the accounts, you blew 10 of them, again, like 10 rows, 20 accounts, again, then you got the payout. You're still in debt. That 40k will not get you out of the debt of how much you spend. So that's why I stayed away from it for a really long time. But I'm giving it a shot because for years I didn't do that, so I want to give it a shot and see how it happens. But what trading can do is it can. I'm a doctor, right? I make from trading the same amount salary I make from the hospital, from my work. I make the exact same salary. So if I don't go to work, I'm actually replaced with my physician's salary. If I do end up getting the same amount, then I just doubled my salary, right? Think of like a Christmas bonus. So, does that make your life easier? Yes. You want to drive a Lambo, you can go rent a Lambo. You can rent a Lambo for $200, bro. It's not a magic, it's not a thing. It's not a really hard thing, right? We just made $200 on this. You can get that $200 and go rent a Lambo for one day. You can rent it for cheaper in Dubai if you want. And it's cheaper in America. It's very expensive in Turkey, but you can do that. You want to live a lavish style, go outside, eat steaks and burgers and like whiskeys and stuff, you can, because you got your salary that you're living on and you got another salary coming from the trading. So you can be live on 10k months, enjoying your life. You can have a really high lifestyle. You don't need to purchase a $3 million house. You can go rent it for like $500, right? For 1k a month. Like you can go to Bali. I went to Bali. You can rent a villa, like a huge mansion for like $600 a month, right? And Bali is like, it's way better than any place I've seen so far. So yes, trading can make you rich. Okay. So why not go for $200 a day? Keep your minimum expenses low, and your income high. Right? So Keneto, back to your question. Yes, you pushed it out at 200, but I pushed it out too. Like, give me a sec. Like, so I just passed these accounts, but like I could have easily blew these accounts, and then, no, 1 second. I could have blew these accounts, and I then, where is it? I then had to buy another one. And you know, guys, if we blew accounts out, like if I blew an account, I'm going straight to buy another one, right? I'm gonna try to pass it again. If I fail, I'm gonna buy another one. Now imagine that with 20 accounts. You might spend 5-10k in one single day. So don't do that. Don't do this. I'm trying this first time in my 6 years of trading. Okay? Now I have to go pay for this shit. I have to go pay for this shit. Right? Hopefully, God willing, we won't lose, like, because we're just looking for 200 a day. I had to full put this. Where? Yeah. On this trade here, and then the remaining here. So yeah, get that $200, bro. 10 days, that's 2K. 30 days, that's 6K. That's 6K for just making 200 a day, right? Imagine you have 10 accounts, that's 60K. Imagine you have 2 accounts, that's 12K. Now you can play with 2 or 3 accounts. That's 6, 12. Let's say you make 3K, you didn't make 6K, right? 3K times 3 account, that's 9K. You just literally living top 1% in the world, right? You're not as rich as Elon Musk, right? But Elon Musk has billions, like almost $1 trillion, and he has no friends. He doesn't go out. He doesn't go partying. He doesn't do shit. He doesn't go buy a Lambo. He doesn't enjoy his life. He doesn't spend his money. So it's useless. It's useless, guys. But you guys, just by making $200 a day, do it. I did it for 2 years. I did it for 2 years, guys. Okay, you guys with me, Kenato, Guy, Aunt, Lebanese, P. Jones, known you for guys for 3-4 years. You guys always see making $200 while other people making like this screenshot 3K, 4K, right? But the reality of that 3K, 4K is that you will blow it. The next trade they take, they probably blew that account out. I don't mind showing you guys the account names. I don't mind showing you guys the balances, and we can go through it. If we blow, we blow, right? It's just experience. If this is free cash for us, would we take the money and go live or max out? If this is just free cash for us, should we take the money and go live or max out? But no, bro, no. Don't take the money and open a live account. I got a live account with TopStep, with Elite Trader Funding, with Bolinox, with Traderfire, and I have my own AMP account and TraderVate account lives. I don't fill them. I only fill them with $150. I mean, the ones from the prop firms, they already fill the money in themselves, like 2K. But my live accounts, I put $150 in it. $150. I don't care if I get 10K payout. I'm putting $150 in my account because I'm only allowed to lose $200, right? So, of course, I put 200, but then they take market fees for like, I don't know, $20-$40. But so it comes about $160. But you do not take the money and then reinvest. Don't do that. You will lose it. It's like saying I went to the casino. I went to like Atlantic City, or I don't know where you guys go, Vegas. I just got like a nice fat win, and like in like poker I got like 10K, right? Or like 1K. Then instead of saying, oh, I'm gonna use this 1K to make double it, put it back in. You just lost that 1K, right? It's the same thing. Pull it. Buy one account at a time. One account. 50K, not 100K, not 150K. 50K, the cheapest one. Another community will be telling you, guy, buy 20 accounts, 150K accounts, right? Because they make money from your code, right? I don't want that. Make $200 a day. I don't care. Just $200 a day. Risk $200 a day. Not a day, per trade. Trade as much as you want, but so long you trade $200. See, I'm not limiting you trading. That way, if you get a payout of 1K, you just literally, you spent how much on an account? Like most of the firms I show you guys are like 90% off, so like $16, $20. You probably spend less than $50-$60, right? Or let's say $100. You get a payout of 1K, you just 10x your account. You just have 1000% return. Okay? You don't buy another account. You continue trading until you blow the account. Then you buy another one. And the rest of the money is up to you to do what you want to do it. Save it up, trade, save it up, go out, spend on your girlfriend. I don't care, okay? But do not reinvest. Okay, it's the fastest way to bankrupt yourself. Okay. Hey, Chadley. Chad is in the house.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good, brother. How you doing?
Yo.
What are the shenanigans for today?
We had a really nice trade here at the top.
Good. You're shorting like a communist?
We actually shorted for 30 points, but we called out 200 points. I was copying my accounts, so I already passed them, so I didn't need to hold longer.
Got it.
20 accounts, sadly.
If we weren't so damn close to 30K, I'd say I'd be bearish to go down and take back some of these weekly structures.
Yeah. I'm not bearish anymore as well, like you.
Yeah, you know the flavor, bro. The flavor is the U.S. Treasury comes in at the lows and buys it up with their fucking infinite margin accounts every fucking time, dude.
Colonist. Yeah. It's crazy, bro. I only remember it's 30k when you remind me, like, we're really actually close to 30k.
Very close. Holy shit. It's 800 points off.
Charlie, when we started trading with, like, me, you, and Silent and stuff, it was around, like, 18k, right? 17k.
17.9, 18, something like that.
Yeah,
it's
like, God,
quite a ride.
Imagine just buying and holding Nasdaq. I don't know how you can do that, but...
If you bought your first house for a fucking nickel and a cup of coffee like these boomers, and you put some money into the stock market way back when, it's easy for them to hold because it just literally just keeps going up.
God damn, bro, yeah. What's your game plan right now, Charlie?
I don't know, man. I haven't looked at the market since last night.
I'm just gonna hit the bathroom for 1 sec. If you can resume speaking, please.
I mean, I'd like to say that the structure is still bearish and that we'll see a return below 2900s and potentially a run back to 2900 again. But until it makes some type of attempt to get below the quarter level of this range or this BPR, this kind of consolidation structure you're looking at on the 3-minute, then we don't really know if that's going to happen or not. But when it closes below the 3/4 level, that's also an inversion of that BPR. You see that big ass BPR at looks like at the hourly changeover at 10 o'clock. So if the bearish idea is going to stay valid, you'd want to see 250s hold on a wicking basis, maybe like 253 at the most. And if it goes any higher than that, then the idea is fucking foobarred. So that's what I have to say about that. Like right about here, if we can close below this. What I'd want to see is a fair value gap left behind in this down move. So like form a fair value gap, leave it behind for, I don't know, 20 seconds or so. And then if it does fill it back over like an IRB or something, it needs to stay below 204s, 205, something like that.
Alright, I'm back. What did I miss?
Just looking for a short idea back to 2900s. Invalidated if we start wicking above 250s. Looking for a close below the quarter level of this BPR range that we're currently in on the 3-minute. When it closes, I also want to see a fair value gap, bearish fair value gap form on this leg down. And if it does overtake it, I'd like to see that be very quick and IRB wiki instead of grinding back up into a fair value gap that it just created, because that would be a problem. So that's what I'm looking for.
Nice.
Got 10:30 time raise. It does.
If you look at the overall structure from pre-market, it's going to have a really hard time overcoming that to the top side. So for the short term, for the time being, until some sort of sell side is taken again, or some revisit back to a big figure like 29 evens, I am not bullish at all. There's that fair value gap I wanted to form on the way down.
Nice. Yeah, guys, be short. Everybody go short. I'm looking for previous daily low, Chadley, 92.
Alright, this is going to overtake the gap that we just formed. It needs to IRB and then stop, otherwise we got a problem.
Yeah. Guys, I didn't let me take this short, but you guys should be short here. We should finish by 10:33. Come on. Come on.
Do you see where your buy signals are, like all your buy arrows?
Yeah.
Can you mark out that fair value gap area down there? It's like a really small double gap.
This one?
Yeah, double cross the whole thing from red to red. From red to red, top red to bottom red.
This red?
So the bottom of the order block, the bullish order block, to the left of your blue. Yeah, from the top of that, from the top wick. I'm sorry, from the top wick of the bottom candle. That, to the right, 2 candles. To the bottom of that red wick. Yes, perfect, perfect. That's your sensitive area.
Nice. Oh, look at that dump. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, so you say we take partial here? Or like a go break even?
I think a lot of people got in late, and we want to trust that it's going to go tap that. So let's just hold.
Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna make shisha. It signed me out before I took the trade, but I put it on for you guys while we were here, so.
Okay, there we are. There we are. If you have a
Let's
chance, I want
go.
you to scale your stop loss to halfway. Maybe even just a quarter of what it was.
Let's fucking go. We hit DT.
Take partials right now. Take partials right now.
We're fully out, guys. Fully out here. If you guys holding with Chadley, hold. I'm fully out here.
Take almost everything off, scale past break even, and try to get stopped out.
Oh.
I'd say a good spot to scale to is 100s, 101s.
101s.
Nice call, guys. I took the short with you, guys.
Let's fucking go, P. Jones. You guys can hold till 240. Let's see if we can hit our target. We apparently have to hit our target by 10:33. Right now it's 10:33. God.
Yeah, I was not expecting this on a No News Monday.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we got 100
Let's
points off
fucking
the
go.
first part of our analysis there, so that's pretty good.
Let's fucking go, guys. Guys, like, we expected 10:33 to hit our target and he hit it by 10:34. But good call, Chadley.
Nice, very
No
nice.
problem, guys, no problem.
Good
Glad it
stuff.
worked out.
L-Crack is holding one micro 250 plus with one. Oh my god, 250 points. Guy's a beast. L-Crack takes a trade and then he does his lesson. Like he's inside his school, like he's taking a lesson. He takes a trade and then like he holds it for like 10 hours and ends up with being like 1,000-point trade. We ended from the sweep again, 225. Nice. Yeah. Oh, you entered from here? Oh, let's fucking go. Oh, you're incredible, bro. Hold on. Okay. Yeah.
Pull the stop down and try to get stopped out if you're still open.
So technically, yeah, guys, the trade should have been this. From the sweep here. Target this. Oh, 250 points. Thank you, bro, for the indicator. All good, brother. Without you, we wouldn't have automation systems, so you deserve our Gucci's. Pigeons made money, El Crack made money, Lebanese, Kaneto, Guy, Ont,
Very cool.
Prophet, Deb, TK. Oh, look at the dumb. Guys, we had the perfect entry right here at the target. Look, we went straight from target to target. Guys, you can't make that shit up. Look, there's nothing on the left side of the market. Now, we might be going for... If we're dumping this fast, when you see the market dumping this fast, it's going straight to one thing, and that is NWOG. Or NDOG. Okay, we got NDOG in there, but that's too far away. I regress. We may be able to hit the midpoint of the wick. Oh.
Slide your stop down, try to get stopped out, because now that we've taken sell side, everything's programmed to hit 30K. So we could keep dropping, slipping, but I have a feeling that we're just gonna power V reverse all the way back.
Yeah, I agree.
From some spot down here.
Yeah, I think from inside this target zone, I think we'll smack back up to the NWOG. But we can also go down to the event horizon, Chadley. It's very close. It's close and it's in proximity. Oh, I just burnt myself.
I like the event horizons. The trade I took at 5:01, like 1 minute after the market opened for the week, it was riding out of the new NWOG to the new NWOG, or to the old NWOG, and targeting the halfway point, which is the EH. And it got there in like 30 seconds or less. So I've sort of discarded time in my analysis. I mean, I use it sometimes, but for the most part, it's just structure for me. And then I've always got my eyes open. I've changed my ways. I used to never look at news or anything like that, but now I've always got my eyes open for a Trump tweet or news or something. And if it starts setting up the opposite way of a pump, like we get news and it starts dropping 10, 15 points, I'm loading up my bags, because that's the big boys that are, like, before the tweet comes out, you'll see it like dip 30 points out of nowhere, and you're like, what the fuck was that? And then it starts coming up real fast. Buy that shit, because that was somebody who knew that tweet was coming and he got in already. The tweet came out, and then you get like a free 45, 50 points before it figures out what direction it actually wants. So there are those things as well in the market, and they are very prevalent, so be careful with that.
Those 80 and 100 point candles.
Yeah.
Fuck you, candle. God damn.
That's the norm now.
Okay, shall we turtle soup this?
I know, right?
I'm gonna try turtle soup. Don't do this, guys.
He did.
Look at this guy. Oh my god. This is a fun trade. I need more data though. Okay. So this effigy is the one that took this low, so investing this might be important, but let's go for 150 bucks more. 200 bucks more. Let me put a stop loss on here. Please, if you're up in green, don't take this trade. This is just, it's just a proof of concept, right?
They're funsies.
Yeah. I'm taking on my funded, but don't.
What's up, Deb? I saw that you're new here. Welcome. The indicators and the automation is a great place to support like your manual trading journey. And we're not really super formal. We're not like hawking shit in the middle of live streams and stuff like that, or advertising or whatever. We're just a bunch of dudes that have been through the fucking meat grinder. In the past 2 or 3 years, the market has gotten way harder than it's ever been, and now this year it's even harder. So just keep trucking along. Realize that you're in a horrible market condition for most people, and if you can adapt, you'll do really well. And it's all news based, it's all manipulation based. That's what's moving the markets now. So just don't stand in the way of obvious movement and structure, and you should be fine. So welcome. And then Mario, good job, bro. Good job on the funding.
Good job, bro.
Yeah.
You got a funded account. I got 20 funded account too. I don't want to pay the activation fee, bro. I don't want to pay the activation fee. What the hell?
A poker night with the boys?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
That appreciate it, brother. Like Chadley said, bro, we just I need that. Chadley know exactly what I'm talking about. Hold on, which gift I'm gonna send. A veteran. Right, where was it?
Oh, the PTSD one?
This one, yeah.
Yeah, that.
This is bunch of dudes who just survived war. So I was gonna add 3 more at the target here, but since it's a funded account, I don't really want to. 3 midpoint of that wick. This should help. If we get close below this, I'm gonna terminate the trade. But we should come back. We should at least hit that volume imbalance. You can split this to like 1, 2, 3, and then try to hold to the end dog. Make it like a practice account, not practice account, practice trade. See if you can hold towards there. But in honesty, there we go. Beautiful. We should go to that and think too. We got volume imbalance, we got that. That's why Ojima TP. But that was another win. That's
nice quick long, yeah.
Good job. You remember the thing I was saying about splitting the difference?
Yeah.
So draw a box from the volume imbalance to the EQ of that green wick to the left of our price action, the down wick. So from a box from the bottom of the volume imbalance that we just passed as your target. Yeah, from there, and then to the halfway point of that green wick, halfway point, not the bottom. You would think the bottom. Yeah, and the halfway point between those 2 points, it should be sensitive.
Oh, look at that pump, bro. We could have held that. We're going straight to our TP, N-Log, and TP is Chadley. Chadley's TP is. Holy god, damn. You see how it just rejects from our target level? There's literally nothing here. Chad, I think we released a monster, bro. I think we released a monster. We need to hatch it. We hatched a monster. We need to put it back in there. Inside.
Well, form the most basic, simple entry and exit rules that you can. Like literally A and B equals C. And if you can get me some structured rules for entry and exit that are extremely simple. I can run this over my 12 years of tick level NQ data that I paid $1,700 for.
God damn.
And then I've actually got more than that. I think I've got 15 or 16 years worth. So what you would do is you would run the indicator entry and exits over 15 years, and you would find your historical data points. What's the max number of losing days we've ever taken? What's the average losing day streak? What's the max number of consecutive losses we've ever taken? What's the average consecutive loss streak? You know what I mean? Do that for your wins. What's the average contract size we're taking? What's the average RR? You know, and all of those things, once you have those discrete values and numbers, you can build risk management around it, and you're supported by historical data. So then what you would do is you would take the first 2 years way far away, way back in the day, the middle 2 years, and the most recent 2 years, and you'd find out of the profitable combinations that were acceptable, or profitable results that were acceptable from the overall back test, which one of them does better with the random sampling and the overall back test. So then you pick out that entry and exit setting combination, and you save that, and that's what you run your strategy on. So there's no fidgeting with settings, there's no switching it up every time, there's no trying to find the best settings. You have hardcore, verifiable, historical, min-max average data that guides you and says it's going to do this, right? And then once you have that, then you just set it and forget it, and now you've got a truly automated, you know, either assisted trading or fully automated trading. Does that make sense?
That's beautiful, Charlie. Yeah, definitely. Let's do it, bro. Let's automate this shit. This is too powerful. I wonder how it does over many years. It's very simple, Charlie. Look, I think you can do it. You touch a sweep level, then you go for target. Of course, you can add the chosh or like a MSS in between, like MSS here. Take the MSS, target this, put the stop loss below the latest swing low. Every trade it finds is at minimum 100 points.
You gotta ask yourself, what am I anchoring on right now?
Oh, that is.
What am I anchoring on? How far beyond the extremes of the sweep does it typically go when I'm entering?
It goes 100 points minimum, 200, 300 points TPs. Like last week, every trade we took was 200 plus trade, 200 plus points. But the logic behind it is a bit sophisticated. I can't share exactly how, but I'll share with you. Maybe in our once we're inside the lounge, maybe we can go over it. I think it should be able to. We should be able to do it.
Okay, yeah, we'll take a look at it. I've got to finish. I just finished a 7-day back test on Jade Runner, so hopefully, wish me luck. Hopefully, there are some profitable combinations there. I'm doing the exact same thing I just described to you guys, except it's taken me 18 months to do it on my budget and time with these devs.
Let's go, brother.
Bro,
please move it. Try to do the Jade Runner on TradingView, because if you can, like this indicator right now, if I just add this alert, if I just add an alert, click create, and just put the webhook URL inside of it, it's automatable.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. I just got to make sure it works perfectly in NinjaTrader. I'm going to run it on a $3,000 live account.
Oh, try on the eval first, bro.
Well, yeah, you know, as soon as it's ready to go, we're going to run it for a week on demo to see if it's actually working, and then I'll put it on the live account and let it go to town with 100%. The settings that it has.
Let it cook.
Beautiful exit, guys, right? Guys, just look at this. By 9:30, we're gonna expect the manipulation to end. By that time, not a single swing high has been taken, because the end of the manipulation. Kaneto, you hearing this? And then we expect the distribution to end by 10:23 to 10:33. 10:33 is exactly the time. This is not a coincidence. Look, this is today. We accept the low of the day, so aka the manipulation, to end by 2:24 and 2:46. What's that? 2:30. That's exactly the low of end of manipulation. We expect the distribution to end by 4:30 and 4:21. You can see that 4:21. That was maybe one more candle. One more candle there. It started to finish the longs, and now it just went back down. And it did that the same thing last week, the whole of last. Look at this. This is Friday, Chad. Look at this. Friday PM session. We expect the PM sessions manipulation and distribution, the manipulation to end by 14 o'clock and 14:06. What's the high right now?
Yeah, I mean, what you do is you map the regime you're currently in, and you pray to God they don't fuck it up or change it, and you just never know, because
that's why I want to pick up the market,
decisions and all sorts of other things. You've probably just sort of. Have you ever seen somebody harvest maple syrup from a tree?
No, I don't know any Canadians.
When you harvest maple syrup from a tree, you peel back a small layer of bark without breaking it off. You take a notch out of it, just enough at an angle to let it drip. You put a spike in a jar, and you spike the jar to the tree, or you wrap it with a band, and you just let it collect. And then eventually, over time, that part of the tree will heal and it will stop producing sap, so you go to a different part. Those are regimes. Right now, you're somehow tapped into a large fund that has a timed order flow. It's like, oh, I need to get my client filled by this time, right? So it overwhelms the books with so much order flow that IPTA, or whatever we're calling the algorithm for futures, fill or whatever, that has such a difficult time doing its original programming for the day that it goes to an alternate route, which is typically, oh, I'm going to follow the order flow. And so it will wait until that large player has shifted or some other reasoning has entered the market to the opposite side, and then it will go do its original thing. So there's this constant dance between gigantic fucking oversized manipulative order flow and the algorithm. And it used to just be like 85% algorithm, which is why ICT was dancing around bragging, saying I'm this and I'm that, and I can predict this and I can predict that. And he's had to eat his fucking words in private. I mean, he won't do it on YouTube, but there are several times, like hundreds of times or thousands of examples over the past 3.5, 4 years where his shit just is not programmatic anymore. It does wild manual intervention, comes in, it does wild shit constantly. So all that yapping is to tell you guys that, just to keep hammering home the point and reminding y'all that anything can happen to your structure and anything can happen to your timing at any point in time. So the less that your entries and exits depend on time, the better. That's all I'm telling you. Like, structure is king. Structure is going to show you the manipulation that's happening in real time. So that's all I have to say about that part.
Beautiful, but yeah, it feels like we unlocked like 1% of Enigma. it's just too accurate, Chadley. Like, it's just too accurate. Like, you can. It does this recurrently since last week. Like, since we started streaming it, every single time.
Yeah, bro.
I must have missed what you guys are talking about. What is this indicator?
Use it while it's hot, and hopefully it lasts for a long time.
Wait, who said that? Yeah, thank you, bro.
I did, Luke.
Oh, Lebanese, you didn't see our new indicator?
No, this is new to me. I just now noticed it.
Bruh, we've been trading it the whole day. Basically, you get a sweep. You get a choice, you take the long and you target the target. Or if you hit the target, which means continuation, take the short. Check the previous streams. I posted all of last week's streams on YouTube. Watch them all. You have to watch them all.
Okay. I haven't had a chance to see them yet. That makes sense.
And get the indicator back onto your thing. Get it on your trading view. I think for those people that have it right now, I'm gonna keep it, but all the other 200 people I don't want having. So it's insane. It is insane. It's not just price. Like, it's not just a reversal price. It's time. Like, I can. This is insane. The high of it is literally 1406. Like, Chaddy, this is not drawn after the fact. This is before the fact. Look. As soon as it draws it, it's right now. It's. Give it a sec. Huh. You see? It draws the time before it gets there. Like 1406, I'm going short.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to keep working until it doesn't work, and I hope that this regime that you're in, where it's working, lasts for a very long time. But, you know, anything that's time-based, like, it shouldn't rely on time. It should just be a guide or a suggestion. Does that make sense? And as long as that's the case with this system, then it should have longevity. It should stick around for a while. ICT would try to crucify me for saying that and say that I don't know what I'm talking about, but I do know what I'm talking about, and I was a charter student, and everything that he taught me was working, and then it stopped working. And I acknowledge that, other people acknowledge that, other people see that, but he just won't admit it. Maybe, as Silent could tell us, maybe he did kind of admit it in the last few videos where he's like, they're changing the way they approach the market or something like that. And that's just like some milquetoast answer, because the real answer is that these are 100% completely changed markets from what were existing when he was teaching core content, charter models, private mentorship. Like, everything that we went through is gone. Like, it's all just poof. It doesn't work anymore. When I say that, it's like the frequency and distribution of when it works out and when it doesn't work out is so god awful that nobody could ever psychologically handle it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, like, that's why you're like, oh, breaker block, market structure shift, 2022 model, and you enter short, and it works, and you get suckered in thinking, oh my God, I've got a model, and then it goes the second time. You're like, oh my God, yes, perfectly. And then it doesn't work the third time, and you're like, what the fuck is happening? And then it doesn't work the fourth or the fifth or the sixth or seventh. Like, you get hit with like an 8 loss trade distribution on fair value gaps and 2022s that fail, and you're left with your dick in your hand wondering, you know, is it me? Am I retarded? How come everybody else is having success? But most people are faking their success, for number one, and number two, most people who are successful have like 17 different ways to enter, and they have an intuition from market experience of, this is probably the best way for me to enter on this type of structure. Does that make sense?
No way you said that, Chad, dude, because that's exactly what I said today. Word for word. I said, guys, breakup line, 2022 model. If you watch the start of this stream when I upload on YouTube, that exactly what you just said. Word for word. That was literally me today. And it worked out.
Like,
look, here's your breakup block.
gonna have
We drew it
a pocket full of
your FVG 2022 model, and it played out very well. But like Charlie said, intuition and just seeing it over and over again, or you have other confluences, like 17 other ways to enter. So yeah, that's what we're trying to provide you guys. Charlie has more experience than me. He's done this like, I don't know, 5 years more than I did. But so guys, learn from us, like, learn. Okay. Why did this one work, but why didn't the other one work, for example? Why did this breaker block work? For example, like why did this one work? The sweep strategy. It's because it says, for example, the best, like the simple explanation is we swept Asia high, so we took liquidity. Then we got 22-2 model, so it's bound to work. But if you have like this with no liquidity, I don't know. Like it's intuition and pretty much what's on the chart right there. This one played out work in my own opinion. Is because we got end dog. We hit our level, time and price. So time is right, price is right in my honest opinion. Time is right. You can see the time right here. Okay. 9:30. Where's the time between 9:24 and 9:30? We expect the manipulation to end. So we're using that as a backup. We hit the target for distribution, so we should not be looking for higher prices. Even if it does go so, I don't care. We got a classic 22-2 model, so if I want to take a trade, it's best to take it on such setup, right? And based on intuition, you know that it may work out better as well. It's because we got NWAG and it's closer to the NWAG, so it's bound to hit at least the NWAG. If you want to reverse back, if you want to continue back up, it at least has to come back to the NWAG. And if you want to reverse this, it at least has to come back to the NWAG. If it has to go down, I mean. Then so either way, we might have the NWAG. So this is all market experience, market intuition, stuff we've seen from before, that you can only do it when you watch the chart for like 10 hours a day for like 10 years. That's it.
It's a bit strange disconnect between ES and NQ today.
Yeah.
ES is trying to, NQ is kind of like trying to dump.
Is ES leading or lagging? Because it was
leading
last week.
Leading. No, it's leading right now.
Okay, still.
I think we come back to the NWAG end dog thing.
Yeah, but they might dump them both. But I'm just surprised, like, ES has been holding and trying to push higher, but NQ is kind of like taking that.
I'm gonna attempt this, guys. But I'm gonna go to break.
We have time very short in 11:15, so we will see something.
Hold on. It did exactly what I wanted to do, but it messed me up real quick. We got a huge wick, which is still playing out. I doubt we're gonna go to it. Yeah, it's not doing what I wanted to do.
If it pops above, go break even since it's not.
That's what I was gonna do, Chad. That's what I was gonna do.
There you go. Oh. Take your lumps.
Try to long it?
Take your lumps. Take your lumps. Yeah, thank you.
Let's go. Oh no! Break even. Yeah, it's not doing what I wanted to do. I wanted to dump and then go instant back, get bought back up. It did exactly that, but it then sold off again. It should come at least here.
It doesn't matter if it bounces and goes where you thought it would from here. That reaction that it was showing in the current price was the proper. You did the proper thing. Yeah. I don't want to do these trades anymore, guys. 100-point trades or nothing, bro. From now on, 100 points or nothing. This trade we took with Chadley, we invest that BPR, which said short there, all the way to the BPR. That's 140 points. This short here, all the way to 830 open. This NWAG was also 200 plus, 200 points. We had weekly, daily low, which was actually our ultimate target. Oops. Which was 270.80, and it went all the way 400 points, guys. We could have gone 400 points there. But we're preparing for a sweep strategy. If we get sweep strategy, the bot will take it. I haven't shown the bot stats in ages, so I will show you guys. Mainly because I'm not touching the account. I don't want to be peeping it. But yeah. So today, 3,700 times 20. That's 74k of eval money, bro. Does anybody know how much it is to activate an Apex account? Is that 120? I think they moved it to a flat 99 across all sizes, but I could be wrong on that. Oh. You can ask Rock.
Nah, my accounts are not end of the day. My accounts is the classic ones. Yeah, my accounts are trailing.
I thought they were 65.
I thought it was 65 or 80. I'm not sure. Didn't they have like 90% off?
Mhm. Yeah.
So 99. So how much is it? Final price?
You say 90% off of the activation?
No, I think it's 65 they do. That's why I bought them. 65 times 20, 1300 plus I paid. Hold on. Yeah, I do not want to lose these accounts.
You invested heavily today.
It's the most I've ever spent on a prop
That's
firm, bro.
worth it. Definitely worth it, Luke. Great shit.
I think my accounts are like 34 on Apex. I bought like 34 accounts during my whole lifespan with them. Yeah, it says 34 on TradeAway. 34, 35, 36, 37, etc. So, but those were just single account. Charlie, good call on the break even, bro.
Yeah, it's going to give you an opportunity to long and short for like the next 20 minutes, and it's going to fuck both of those ideas over and over and over.
Yeah.
And then it will finally move.
I think maybe. I'm not gonna take it, but if I were to be,
You want the non.
it's 770 points.
I don't care if it plays around with the whole part of this range. Like if we go all the way down to the bottom or the top, a big move followed by chop like that, it's very rare to see it move in a V structure. It happens, but it's rare. Yeah, some shit like that, one more, and then pop all the way up in the afternoon or something. Yeah, totally feasible. Totally feasible.
Do with time.
Agreed.
Yeah, time is coming up right now, so we'll see. But he has to start to dump a little bit more with MQ.
How much time do we have to activate? 1 week?
I don't know.
I think I'm gonna activate half, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know.
They should have 30 days, I would think.
Last time I used them, they were like a week. I keep getting spammed. You got 2 days left, 48 hours left.
I don't know about 30 days. I've never heard that Apex does 30 days.
Yeah, I think it's 48
Apex.
hours or 1 week.
That's about right. I use Top Step mostly.
Yeah, I won't come back to Apex though. If we end up blowing it up, I'm getting the ETF because ETF is cheaper, bro. It's like $16 for an account, and for activation it's I think 80.
You should go for alpha futures instead.
Yeah. I personally can't, bro. I hate that fam. But Charlie, if you do get a code, let me know. I'll post it in.
Sorry, I was ripping the ball. I don't think we're talking about the same firm, my man.
We are, bro. Alpha Futures, the green one. There's only one Alpha Futures.
Yeah, but they got bought out.
Yeah, they got bought out by someone, but before that it was run by
Excuse me.
Some guru, I don't know, FX Ali G or TGR or...
I think you're associating him with that firm by accident. Maybe I'm not questioning your memory, but they are a legit firm. They've always paid out. They started as a Forex thing, so I don't think it's a guru thing at all. There is Alpha Capital. There's Alpha Capital. There's Alpha something. There's several alphas.
Probably, yeah.
So, I don't know. I'll use them. I'll let you know how I like them or not.
Yeah, I like Elite Trader Funding and Bolonox and Tradify because whatever I pay, is little, and I can get the most out of them without bankrupting myself. All right.
P. Johns is sending us a message from inside the Federal Reserve using Morse code.
Oh, you got time right now. It's 10:50. Let's see what the fuck we're gonna do.
So guys, how are you enjoying the new stream styles? Like, we're looking for huge trades, not just quick scalps. Except that last trade we just took, but that was like literally a break-even trade. I'm really enjoying them. I'm really enjoying this. Walid was with us. Chadi, you weren't with us last week, but Walid was with us every day, and we were just having such a blast. It was so fun.
Yeah.
Where is Walid?
On the stream. Great. Let's go. They gonna dump it or what?
I want to try.
Was y'all expecting this much movement on a Monday?
Yeah, Mondays are like this sometimes.
Guys, please don't take this.
Been freaking crazy lately. Like, they've been making big moves, but today is actually kind of like stuck somewhere.
Guys, don't take this, okay?
Luke's making a donation to the market.
The mug is gonna make a donation for me. What are you talking about?
Yeah, for a brief amount of time to sucker you in and put more on.
We're up to $100. We can close it here. 300. Let's go. Stop loss and break even. Let's go. 300. Let's go. One more micro running.
Let's go. Yeah.
Extra 300.
Change your stop. Okay, good.
Maybe I'll take it fully off. But I promise not to do these trades anymore where I just scalp. I'm gonna keep it here. And see if we can catch previous daily low. And that was 60-point trade, Chadley.
You did exactly 11:10, Luke, huh?
The candles are just...
That was 11:10, yeah, PJ.
Absolute cinema every day. Every day is just...
What can I do, Chad? I like donations.
80 points in Asia, every candle, it was... I don't know, it's a masterpiece of manipulation. We can't complain because it gives you a lot of room to be wrong or right. And if you cut your wrongs fast, you can always jump on and get right again.
Along the midpoint of this wick. Previous daily low, shall we get out?
I'm not saying shit.
Chadley, come on.
They need to scream through 11:15 to push you up, otherwise you're not gonna get it. So 11:10 is just holding.
So you should take my extra $100.
How much did you have on? 3?
3 originally. Yeah. I took $200. I still have 100 running.
Well then, if you want to compromise, you would say, I'll wait one more candle, wick down to the downside to form this other side of this base, and then I'll slide my stop up somewhere reasonable by 50s or something.
I bet.
Let it come to 40, 39s, and then bounce, and if it doesn't bounce, then you're going to get stopped. If it does bounce, you slide it up.
Okay, and what if he goes up? Shall I take it at the previous week daily low, or the midpoint of this week, or NWAG?
Well, what you could do is a deviation of the overall stall range or consolidation chop. So what you'll do is mark a box, please. Squinch the price down from the taskbar at the right. Yes, thank you. And then scooch it over to the left just a little bit. The right is fine. Yeah, that's good. And then draw a box from the lowest low and highest high of that wick area. From the lowest point.
Yeah, that's way more than I want.
Well, no, hold it. If you draw the box, like an actual box, It's the paintbrush tool.
You want me to remove everything?
No, if you just grab a box. So if you go on the left, you see where the paintbrush icon is?
Yeah.
Yeah, click that drop-down menu. Rectangle.
Yeah, I drew one, Chadley. Like this one.
Oh, I can't see it. All it shows is the halfway point with a line.
Oh, it showed, but it's just faint.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. And then, well, the top of that comes down to where your cell arrow is. The chop range that we're in right now.
The top
The
of it?
top of the box comes to 120s. Alright, up. Yes. Now, no, yes. Grab the left of the box and extend it a little bit. No, the left, bro. Like the middle left. Yes. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so everything that it's touching on that leg down, you disregard and you go to the next PD array up. So next PD array up is the volume imbalance that wasn't tagged up there at 150s. Is that a VI?
No.
The one next to it is on the left.
It's not?
Oh, that's an overlap. Okay, good. So you've got a VI on the left here and an overlap that I thought was a VI. Stretch it up, please. Oh, you're about to get debated.
Yeah. Let's focus here for a second.
You got
Change of
debated.
plans.
You got debated.
I might add one more. What do you think, Chadley? Right at the midpoint of this way.
Well, let's finish our targeting real quick.
What's that?
You want to watch it? You're a masochist.
Hold on, wait. Where would it push me
Oh,
up?
okay.
My average
You're
would it
making
push
moves.
me here,
You're
right?
making moves. Don't forget to change your stop when that gets filled.
Okay. Got filled on that, but I need to put my stop a little bit down.
Sheesh.
Let's just $80 on this.
Risking open profit. It's not irresponsible. You're risking open profits.
Wait, what?
You're risking your profits.
Oh yeah, I
Instead of-
secured 200 from that trade.
That's right. Okay, so let's target now. Because what's going to happen is going to happen regardless. So let's target. 150 is a good level.
Yeah, I mean, any level from here to this NWAG, anything above it, I won't be targeting, Chadley.
Well, just humor me, please.
Okay.
Take the bottom of that orange box and drag it up to the volume imbalance, which is on the left side of the top of the box right now. The top of the box stays where, yeah, that's where the bottom goes, but the top stays where it was. Or vice versa, whatever. Doesn't matter.
I don't get it. I'm just trying to...
So what I'm doing is I'm having you draw a box between the volume imbalance and the overlap, whatever block he calls that. Balance block.
I get what you mean.
There you go, just like that. Perfect. That's your ceiling, that's your target. If we decide for some reason to not come down and form another leg and just grind upwards, that's where the top will usually form in the short term.
Yeah.
So like the only thing that will save you here is if this is just a giant fucking breaker swing, right? To like a bullish breaker in the middle of forming.
Yeah. 1 sec after.
In which case it may sweat you back down to 14s or 12s, and then if it truly is going to do it, it'll rocket ship all the way back up to the top where that orange box is, and then it will come all the way back down for PM session and make a new low. You want some music, or are you streaming? You're putting this on YouTube?
All right.
Well,
I'm not
rest
giving
in
up on
peace,
this
my
trade.
granny. She got hit with a bazooka.
Will it hit the rejection look in reverse or the low?
It's pretty strong, man. I think it's reaching, so we'll see what happens.
I'm back, by the way.
It's not very often that it misses the rejection block.
Yeah. See if we can get 200, 400 point, 100 point. How much? 100 point trade.
It's not unreasonable to be where you are right now because the structure doesn't really support. It's very rare to see just an immediate continuation. So there's that. Everything's bullish. We're going to go back to 30K. So there's that. We've taken sell side. We're digging around and stalling. So there's that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It may still come stop you out, but the idea was valid. Does that make sense? And that was like one of the hardest things for me to accept. I've been doing this for like 6.5, 7 years now. And I still do stupid shit. Like I toasted my XFA that I had 15, 17 winning days on like a jackass. And ended up being right. You know what I mean? I was just early to the idea. Or I think the boomer tweeted and it blew me out. Something happened. Anyways.
Yeah. It's our
shit happens.
It's beyond our reach, bro. Like they just yap and then we get cut.
Yes. Yeah. So submitting to the fact that you're going to be subject to anything at any point in time that may or may not make sense structurally, and then having the balls to hold on to your idea and re-enter, that's actually made me money in the past 2 or 3 months. So what that goes to is basically the way that people, I think, can get over their plateaus, progress in their trading, go from break even to making money, go from making money to keeping money, which, you know, I still have difficulty doing that part sometimes. It's to evaluate how can I find new repeatable ways to enter the market. What can I add to my Batman utility belt that says, oh, I know what this does from here, let me just put on a long, let me just put on a short. And just like get out of the mold of, did we tap the EQ at the fucking order block that's overlapping the fair value gap and that just says the right time to put my finger up my butthole and spin and hope that my trade goes to TP? You know, like that shit, those days are over, man. Like, and I think that's why you see a lot of the guru content has fallen off. I'm yapping, just stop me if you want to talk about your trading or whatever.
No, good, bro.
A lot of the guru content's fallen off because they are strict pattern people.
Yeah.
And you have to, in this condition, if you're going to succeed, you have to be reactive. You're predicting, but you're reacting to whether you're right or wrong very quickly on your prediction. And then in order to do that and not feel bad about when you're wrong, you have to have a way to re-enter either that, you know, the opposite direction, or waiting for, you know, just being patient and finding another structure that makes sense aligned with your original idea and going, okay, now it's time. Let me get in. And then scale in on that and stuff like that. And then you end up making 3,000 on the day or what have you after, you know, losing 600 or something. So
Great.
that's what I was trying to, anybody who's like in the middle of their journey and trying to get to the next level, find more ways to enter and practice entering. Even if you kind of feel like you're going to be wrong, just practice entering and then study why it worked out or why it didn't.
Yep.
In the structure, right? You're never going to know underneath the tape why it did or didn't. We never know that, and it drives me crazy to this day. But structurally, it will make sense or it doesn't make sense, right? That's it.
100%. Alright, we're risking the $200 we just made. I don't want to put my stop loss at the low because if it takes out this, Crash takes out this, it's gonna take out that one too. Let's go. That's a good sign. We got a big wick as wick, so we have to take a partial there. That's so close. God damn partial. I'm not sure if I should take one here. I really need to. You know, rules are rules, guys. Take a partial. Even if it's very close to UTP, I always tell you guys, so I need to do that too.
It's going to go up, it's going to revisit the IRB area one more time, so you might as well go halfway between your entry and the IRB area.
This
It's
IRB?
18s, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, it's your trade, but it's going to reach it.
Let's go. Next TP.
Let's go.
If this swing low formation fails or structure fails, you don't want to be it anyway, so you could slide up to, 93s maybe. Right about there. Yeah.
So, let's go. Oh, I got a bad entry. Let's go. Woo! I should just take this off right now. We got a VI right there. I'm gonna take one more off. Good stuff, guys. Who took that?
I did.
Let's go. Now I've got one more runner. Let's see if we can get to.
But they need to push strong. Otherwise, they'll bring it again.
That was a very close call, Pigeons and Chadley. Just watching.
I took it because of time as well. Time was here, and they were trying to prop it. So.
Time was good too, yeah. That was my third TP, but I took it pretty much a little bit earlier. It's a riskless free trade, guys. Let's see if we can make 200 from that last micro, which is pretty much 100 points. Yep, we can easily get that.
I would slide the stop back down to break even.
Yeah, that's what I'm
If
thinking.
it was me.
You guys ready to catch 100.1 micro? Technically speaking, can make us $300. At this point, we're just over trading, Chadley. We had.
I think you'll see on an upside swing, you'll see 85s, 90s maybe, and then it's going to have some difficulty passing that for a good number of minutes.
Yeah, I just need 102 if it gives it to me. If it comes back, revisits our stop loss, it's gonna crack down maybe towards that event horizon we drew earlier. Is it horizon or horizon?
Both works.
Oh, it stopped us out. A break even. No. Yeah. Well, ladies and gents, 200 in the first partials, 200 in the second partials. We had 100 running. We just break even on that. That was an extra 400. We'll go with Chad another trade here. We'll do it down here. 455 points. We took another trade here to here for another 50 points. We took another trade here to London highs. That was 123 points, and we took this trade, which was this was offline. Yep. See, guys, what did I say? If you crack, it's gonna crack down.
Yeah.
Shall we go to event horizon, Chadley? One shot event horizon. That'll be the final trade. I really don't want to be start trading like this again. I was just gonna call the stream off. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to my word. I'm gonna put a break even and just get out. But you guys, if you guys are holding, want to trade, you can. I'm getting out break even because I don't want to be trading like this anymore. But we're gonna go straight here, hopefully, God willing. 925. Yep. I don't mind closing the trade at break even.
What happens a lot is when you win, it never feels like enough.
Yeah, that's why I got out.
Because the effect psychologically on your wins is, they did a study, it's like half or less of the effect that occurs when you lose.
Yeah.
So that's why it's easy to want to be in everything. And if you're a machine or you're systematic or you have enough experience, you can get back in and get back in and get back in and get back in. And as long as you're reasonable with your size, you'll end up net profitable on the day.
Yeah.
And there's a certain point where commissions become crazy and you want to stop. So I don't really believe in the whole over trading myth because, you know, I was down 3,900 and I traded my way out back into profit in 170 trades. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I know I don't want to do that. That was a bad experience. It was horrible, but I know that I can if I have to.
Yeah.
So
same.
My thought is, if it looks valid, if it looks good, if you got a reason to do it, try it out, see how it works. And some of them will be stronger than others, and you'll find the ones you like and avoid the ones you don't. That's it. So there's no such thing as over trading.
100%, bro. I'm just content because we had 5 wins in a row and it's way more than we need. And it's not about over trading. I'll continue trading, but I don't want to take scalps. Like, I don't want to take any more scalps like 32 points. I want to take trades which are like 50, 70, 100, 150, 200 points. Like these.
You too good for us normal folks?
No, bro. I've been doing 10 points for the past 2-3 years.
You too good for your home, Cletus. You've changed, Cletus. Ever since you got money, you came back around here showing off your Corvettes and your fancy designer bags and.
No, I think people hate me when I do 10 points because they don't have time to exit. They don't have to exit. So. Yeah.
No, that's good, man. Like, if that's where you want to live, this is definitely the market environment to be able to do that frequently.
Yeah. At
least every fucking candle.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, you have to adapt to that. But once it goes back to normal, then we'll return with. Alrighty. Alright, guys. We've been streaming for 2 hours. The stream is pretty long. Let's save the rest for tomorrow. Chad, did you have anything to add? P. Jones?
Thank you, man. It was really great. Great stuff.
No. Have a good day. Good job today. Keep your money if you made money, guys. And
yeah, don't give it back.
Yes, sir.
Wear a cup. Don't let the market T-bone you in the nutsack, okay?
Teabag.
No, T-boning is where they kick you so hard from a certain angle that your dick splits your balls and it forces them apart.
Oh my god.
And so the ball kick squishes even harder and it hurts like 7 times worse.
What a nice graphic way to end the stream, ladies and gents.
Well, you can just trim that out. You never been Rochambeaued by a friend, dude? That is like the worst fucking pain in the world. And then you reconsider your friendship after. It's like, holy shit, bro. And then you plot to get them back, and then when you get them back, they're like, I never want to play this game again. Anyways. Yeah, so don't let the market beat your dick, okay?
Got it.
All right.
All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Thank you for joining.